Good evening, guys. I've got everybody but I think one or two people tagged this time. Apparently, my computer didn't hate me. Now, the good thing is your teams are picked. I don't have to do anything but rip some cards tonight. What's up, Aaron? Thank you guys for filling this. Thank you, Randy, for taking the last 7 teams. Didn't want to make this drag into another day because I want to get Bowman full next. Which might be easier said than done. 50 something bucks less than everybody else on the market, and I'm still getting beat up. Yes, thank you, Randy. You're my hero. You're everyone's hero today. Also, it's like weirdly warm in here. It was weirdly warm outside today, too. Alright. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Don't think I have many Broncos fans here, so let's where we at here? Let me turn on my second camera real quick and we'll get to ripping. Boom. Let's do this, guys. Miggy, McGonagall, and Rainier, please. Hell yeah, let's do it. I've really, really liked this product. I actually opened one. I haven't got to open a lot of anything lately. Like, the stuff that I've liked, I haven't got to open. Like Alan and Ginter, I didn't open a hobby of that. I didn't open a hobby of Cosmic. Stuff that I'm just like, oh man, stuff I would usually geek out over. I'm not getting enough of it. And then I had to actually call my rep and ask for this after the fact, which is why it was a little bit pricier than I had hoped. And again, I'm still right at market, but I couldn't do anything crazy on it because I got my ass kicked on it. But I believed in the product after I opened one. That's why I wanted to open one or do a case with you guys. What's up, Kelly? On a positive note, this isn't a terrible one to sort for me. It's like 700 something cards. Alyssa's at the house, so she's boycotting this one. She hates unlicensed sorting, which I understand because the 2 Chicagos, 2 New Yorks, like that. Or like Ethan Holiday won't have a team on it, but obviously we know where it goes. Those drive her up a wall. I get it. You gonna do anything fun this weekend? Okay. Good luck. Brady Evil is Milwaukee, by the way. It's not gonna have anything on it right now. PJ Morlando, not numbered. King Griffey, a nice blocker card. There's Rotaro Suzuki. He goes to the Toronto spot. Hagen Smith. David Ortiz, some big poppy numbered to 49 to start us off for Bradley in Boston. And we're going to stick with Boston here. It looks like Pedro to 149. So 2 Boston hits right off the bat. Aaron Judge on the premier level. It's a pretty card. PJ Morlando, Miami Marlins, going to Justin to start us off. Numbered 299. So Justin on the board. Anthony, we are just opening our first box, sir. So this first hit was a PJ Morlando patch to 99 for the Marlins. This one does take a lot of top loaders. So, and you guys are more than welcome to spoil the football game for me if anyone scores. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even have it on right now, but I'll take it if you tell me. All right, there's Ethan Holiday, Colorado spot. George Lombard for the Yankees, not numbered, and that's a cool way to start the break. New York Yankees, Alex Rodriguez auto, numbered to 49. A-Rod going to Landon. Nice Yankee color match there. Cash Mayfield going to the San Diego Padres, numbered to 199. Austin Wells going to the Yankees, numbered to 5. So there you go. Austin Wells to 5 for you, Landon. And Megan. What's up, Megan? I didn't see you were here. I was actually surprised that the Yankees sat here because remember when we did that Prism case break, the Yankees absolutely demolished everybody. Chuck ended up with that on the random, and he killed it. I mean, he had the Judge auto. He had all kinds of fun stuff. He had like number to 5, number to 10, you name it. There's a Connor Griffin on the Prism there, the diamond level. That's pretty. I will top load that guy in a second. Carson Benj, not numbered. Bronson Arroyo, another third Boston hit it here, number to 125. And then there you go. Washington Nationals, last team to go off the board. Darren Baker, Prism auto, not numbered. And then Tommy Troy, numbered to 99 on the white, going to the Diamondbacks there. The white's low-key sneaky because of how shiny these are. All right. What's up, Ben? Okay, let me top load these guys real quick, and we'll start ripping box 2. I think Alyssa's on the stream, Megan. She was sitting home with Bree watching the football game and playing our Switch. And putting pants on, or proper pants on, didn't really sound enticing. See? Dude, I have drained my FanDuel account, Justin. I can't say anything. Between the stupid online slot machines and poor gambling this weekend, ugh, I got hammered. Maybe it's like that, just that desire to feel something, where I just gotta gamble or whatever. Especially when I got slow at work yesterday, because at my job there was a lot of the shops were closed from the storms. I was like, I got nothing better to do than sit here and play with the damn online slot machines, and I lost my ass on that. Gotta wait for the pendulum to swing back the other way there. I don't know why I was stupid, and I thought I'd at least get passing yards out of Drake May today. But then when it started snowing, I knew that was over. I got my Stidham interception at the end. Hey, more Aaron Judge. Oh, damn it. I itch. There we go. Ooh, got gold or something in here. That'd be nice. Whatever that is. What has something pretty? Maybe it'd be Nick Kurtz. You know we're gonna see at least one big auto out of this case. We always do with this, something like this, which is always nice. Box number 2. Matt Shaw, James Triantos, Chicago, number 25 on the tie-dye. This could be a nice color box to start us off. Box 2. Since I already saw there's some gold or something back here. Michael Young. Colt Emerson for Seattle. Seaver King, Cash Mayfield. There's Jacob Wilson in our life. Not numbered. That's awesome. St. Louis Cardinals. Albert Pujols auto numbered to 10. Steve and Ben, congrats. That made your night, or better have. How's that? Yeah, that is a beauty. I like that. Yeah, Kelly, that is nuts. All right. Well, that was a nice little start. Let's go right back to Albert Pujols, numbered to 99. Randy, I do not know if he sold it. I overnighted up to him. I do not know if he ended up taking an offer or not. Walker Janik for Houston on the color match, numbered to 49. Anthony with Houston. If he did sell it, I hope it's gone already, because you know how product like that goes, where if you don't sell it as soon as possible, it's gonna hurt. I know he's in the next Bowman break too, though, so we could ask him. So, do Witherspoon? Nice. I'm gonna keep that Pujols right on the screen right there for now. Shine it up a little bit. Mariano Rivera, numbered to 149 for the Yankees. Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 199. And somehow our second Darren Baker autograph in 2 boxes. Washington. It's kind of weird, but Larry Walker, not numbered. Another blocker card. Roman Anthony, rookie, numbered to 99, going to Boston. Boston's had some nice colors so far tonight. Panda. And then Vance Honeycutt, Baltimore, select, numbered to 99 patch. So Baltimore is going to Randy. Will Clark in the Rangers uniform there. What's up, Brad? wouldn't let me tag you for some reason. I'm sorry. So Randy is now a Darren Baker collector. He just didn't know it when he started the night. Why you gotta get weird with me, top loader? The top loader is like static stuck to the damn card. Try that again. There we go. Brad, you've had like 5 color Red Sox cards in the first 2 boxes somehow. No autos, but you've had a Roman Anthony numbered right here. Who else did you have? Pedro, was it Ortiz or something? But yeah, you've had a nice little run of Red Sox color in the first 2. Yeah, the Yankees and the Red Sox have had most of the colors somehow in the first 2 boxes. But that Pujols is definitely going to be one of the nicest things we see tonight. I love that card. And it's going to a St. Louis fan. Not a card that I'll see on eBay later, which weirdly enough warms my heart. Box number 3. Like that Fernando Mendoza that guy hit in the shop yesterday. That thing was up on a Instagram story for sale before I think it even left the shop. It's like, hey, you know what? I respect the hustle, but I love when people get cards for their PC. Like I feel like that's where the longevity of the hobby is people who say, hey, this card's never ever leaving my side, you know? Granted, it's always nice that, hey, I got paid on this card, don't get me wrong. But it's more rewarding for me when people hit big dollar cards that are. Yeah, I'm actually surprised I haven't heard from Steve or Ben on the chat on this one. Figured one of them would be excited. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm turning on the fan in here. It is like super still. There we go. Get some movement in here. That's what's up. Diet Coke without alcohol, it makes me burp. Yeah, I know you are. I like that though. All right, box number 3. Hey, Bo Jackson. Gonna start off with some blue right off the bat. Rhett Lauder, Cincinnati, number to 49. Starling Caba, not numbered. Drew Burris, Georgia Tech. That is one of the ones going to the Toronto spot. So that is going to. Who took that spot? Steve. He was not drafted yet. Ah, there's Ben. Right on. Well, there's a Drew Burris to go with your Albert Pujols, sir. Him and Rotaro Sasaki are the only 2 that are not assigned to a team. And there is a Nick Kurtz rookie numbered to 149 going to Landon. Bubba Chandler going to Pittsburgh. That card is abnormally shiny. I know it's a prism and all, but looks like someone put that thing through a damn wax before it came here. I like that. So, not numbered. Pittsburgh. That is going to Mark. Mark C. Actually, we have one Mark, but we have three Matts in this break. Try not to confuse y'all with that. Open some fresh penny sleeves up here. Boom. Okay. Tommy Troy for the Diamondbacks to 149. Christian Campbell, another Boston color, number to 199. Boston, you're going to have the whole team in color here by the end of the night, it looks like. Andrew Painter, not numbered. Blake Mitchell, Kansas City. That's going to Jordan to 199. And Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers. That one's going to Kelly. Lindsey on the board. He is a affordable buy right now that is worth buying, I think. And Milwaukee, Jacob Mizorowski, rookie to 49. There we go. No, that is going to Randy. I accidentally have Minnesota type twice because it's supposed to be Milwaukee, but he has them too. Boom. Let's fix that. I'm glad I saw that because that'll drive me up a damn wall. Boom. Okay. Let's try that again. Miguel Tejada, not numbered. Roman Anthony, another blocker card, and that will do it for that box. But some nice color. Big prospect auto. I've seen worse. All right. I saw sports card nonsense before I came on here and did this. Someone's like, how do I get allocations from Tops? Which obviously isn't happening. But then I saw there's a blog. It's some like baseball card company. They're trying to get like they emailed and called us, trying to give them $400 a year in like annual dues. It's like I don't know what you guys actually do. Apparently they just blog about it. Like, hey, this sucks, so let's blog about it. Like that's what you guys want $400 a year for from each shop? Hell no. Open a fresh hundo of top loaders real quick. Ran out of paint sleeves, top loaders almost at the same time. That never happens. All right. On to the next one. That was way too much work to get a lid off. Box is built weird. Ryan Sandberg, did he still have autos in the set or no? I know he did in Prism. I didn't see if he was in Select or not. Honestly, the teams that sold I did not look at. Those ones that weren't selling, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Roman Anthony, I don't think had a debut patch. I think that's going to be next year. Well, so I feel like we were heard hype about that, especially because he doesn't get a rookie card till next year either. So I'm sure next year will be him and Caglione and stuff that we'll be chasing. I think even with debut patches, if it wasn't done by like June or something, it wasn't happening. Next box, good luck. Pujols again, not numbered. Matt Shaw on the rookie silver. Jackson Churios select to 99 patch. That is going to Randy. Slade Caldwell tie-dye to 25 going to the Arizona spot, which is going to Aaron. There you go. Braden Montgomery, not numbered. Then let's follow that up with Chandler Simpson. Tampa Bay Rays. Jacob, there's one of your guys, numbered to 49 on the autograph. So that'll be a PC card for Jacob. Then the Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher we weren't looking for of the three in this product, Sung Chi Chang going to the Pirate spot, which is going to Mark C. Autos came quick there. And then Mario Rivera again, numbered to 199. Kalen Culpepper from Minnesota, numbered to 49. That's going to Randy. Starling Caba, numbered to 99, going to Justin. Enrique Bradfield, Baltimore, numbered to 149. I think that's the first time I've called Baltimore for anything. Cash Mayfield. There's the Miz on the Phenomenon, Prince Fielder. Got a bunch since you're looking. Jacob might. Jacob is one of our few diehard Tampa Bay guys. Him and Chad B when he's in breaks. Those are my two Tampa Bay guys in breaks, and then when Ryan F gets in breaks, he's the other big Tampa Bay guy that we have. I dream of a world where I know like multiple players for each team, like or multiple fans of each team. Excuse me. Like obviously, I've got 5 million Braves fans here. Got a good handful of Yankees fans. Got a couple Pittsburgh fans now. I got a few Detroit fans. But I got a few teams that's just like, man, unless you're chasing money, I don't know a single Nationals fan. Tyler is the only Seattle fan we have. Obviously, but people usually just come for Griffey. Don't know a White Sox fan here. And like Colorado's one of them teams. We were chasing it this year because of Zach Veen. Jacob, you could just got Chandler Simpson auto, sir. It is this guy right here. So shiny my camera doesn't want to zoom on it. There it goes. Randy's a Dodgers fan. I like it. Got a couple Dodgers fans. And the one guy that works for us is a casual Dodgers fan. He's not gonna buy into a break or anything, but he's about it. Angels, same thing. I don't know a single Angels fan, just people who like Mike Trout. And that I do like that when we do these pick your team breaks, even if they're not super crazy. You do see, hey, so and so likes this team or whatever. But again, a lot of times it's just, hey, this team can make me some money, which I get it. But if I could say, hey, I have somebody who wants every team and it's not just financial, I could do so many more pick your team breaks. Okay. On to the next one. I'm taking that box. Box number 5. Anthony with the Marlins. Yeah, we got you. We got Justin. We've got Sean, the one big dude that used to come in for all the trade nights. We haven't seen him in a hot minute. He's a Marlins fan, more a Sixto Sanchez fan. But we still got some Marlins guys, which is cool. Houston, another one of them teams. Just damn, football's arguably far worse, which is another reason that football breaks are just pulling teeth here. If it's not random and it's not cheap. Everyone's a damn Jaguars fan, and then after that, it says what quarterback will make me money. That is it after the Jaguars. Enjoy, Randy. I'll hit you up if you've anything absolutely crazy. I'll shoot you a message. Any like giant Washington case hit or like gold vinyl or something, I'll shoot you a message. Otherwise, good catch up with you, buddy. Thank you for closing this. On to the next one. Roberto Clemente, numbered to 75, Pittsburgh. First purple I think we've seen here. Ethan Holiday silver. Charlie Condon silver. That's dope. New York Yankees, Aaron Judge, select certified to 25. That's going to Landon. Chicago White Sox on the board. Speaking of Randy, if you haven't left us yet, Randy, number to 99, Robin Ventura auto. Put that on your wall next to your Nolan Ryan auto, right? I know, Joey. That's one of those things that scares me because I do feel at the end of the day, the health of the hobby depends on the collectors. And money's good and well and fine and fun and everything, every other adjective in the book. But if you don't find people who want to collect cards because they want the cards, they just don't want the payday, it ain't gonna sustain. It's just impossible. You'll price everybody out of it at that point. I'll say that forever, and that's why I strongly disagree with the Montgomery Club going away. I already went through these. Montgomery Club was one of those things that kept the people in the hobby. Ian Kinsler, Texas Rangers to 125. Matt Yu. And I don't know. There's Bubba Chandler. There's the good pitcher, number to 49 with some 3-color patch. That's going to Mark. Ha-Sung Kim for the Dodgers to 149. Got active here. Dion for the Braves. First time I called the Braves for anything to 199. Luke Keyshaw for the Twins on the rookie to 125. Jacob Wilson, not numbered. James Tibbs for Boston. I told you we're going to get every single color here. And then Ching Sang Ko for the Dodgers, number to 35. So Dodgers back on the board there for Kelly. Tris Speaker not numbered. I'm excited that, like, obviously flagship, hey, I got a lot of it. Because I know there's a lot of set builders, a lot of set collectors like that, of stuff like that. Great. But also see the people who say, oh, I won't touch flagship because I only collect Chrome. And usually those are the people that's like, hey, I only flip Chrome. Is you could be honest, I'm not upset by that. But that does give the people who collect the other stuff, a fair shot at stuff. But at the same time, it's like, okay, we have to keep that in check and say, hey, let's make sure you could afford flagship and you could afford Stadium Club and you could afford Ginter. Um, you could afford Chrome. I think that's going to be the biggest hurdle over the next couple years here. What's up, Chris? Um, excuse me. You see that there's a lot of people who don't care about how much they charge. They care about the hype. Um, Bowman draft is very apparent. It's all about just how far can we squeeze it. But I'm worried that we're setting a precedent there of, it's too far. And I don't know. I don't want to run off the people who made my shop, everybody's shop, what it is for people who come in with a scratch off. So I do appreciate, even not being licensed, I do appreciate products like Select for that reason. You know what? It's affordable. You get cool hits. Um, some people might bash on it all they want, but there is a necessity for this product. And I'm going to point out the stupid reason why. And for all the people, it's like, I hope Panini goes away, whatever, whatever. I hope this never goes away. Whether it's Panini or some Leaf or whoever else. Excuse me again. Um, if you take away unlicensed competition from licensed products, you then put the advantage in the hands of the monopoly there in terms of signing. Because you say, hey, you know what, Bobby Witt, Aaron Judge, thank you, Brad. I try, sir. You take these guys who sign autographs for every company, Steph Curry, Giannis, like that. Those guys have to negotiate a fair deal to sign for any company. And if you say, hey, you know what, Panini's going to go away at one point, and it's going to be licensed tops or bust, or it's going to be licensed tops and Leaf, but Leaf's only going to have NIL stuff. Then the players could say, you know what, I only signed for you. I'm going to sign 200 cards a year at $500 a pop instead of, $20 a pop or whatever that number may be. All you're going to do then is just push the number higher. And that doesn't benefit anybody. So even if people want to dump on this product for as much as they want, if we can keep stuff like this fun, relevant, affordable, you could still say, you know what, I could hit an Aaron Judge auto at a Select. And yes, it's not going to sell for tops money, but you still have an Aaron Judge auto that odds are it probably cost Panini more to have him sign the card than the card might sell for, depending on the negotiations. Um, you hear about, there was a point a couple years ago, I guess supposedly Tom Brady wouldn't sign anything for less than $1,300 a signature. And I know after the Fanatics thing, his exclusive rights, I'm sure that went way down. But when you hear about that shit, that's the stuff that's like, okay, well, if there is no competition at that point, how many other people are going to drive that same demand? Bo Jackson, perfect example. I've heard terrible things about people who have worked with him. You know, if this is, well, it's only going to be Topps that has his autographs or his own product. Well, hey, I'm going to charge you Sugano for Baltimore, not numbered on the patch. Start us off there. Baltimore is who had Baltimore tonight? That is Randy. Um, yeah, it's just I feel like it's a slippery slope there. And our first autograph of this is a second Chandler Simpson auto for Tampa Bay. Just a base auto on this one. But I was under the impression that like Sandy Koufax is one of those guys. My dad used to cook for Koufax, and he would not sign autographs unless you were like a child. And even still, it was pulling teeth because it was an agreement he has with Topps where he signs X amount. Bobby Witt, number to 199 for the Royals here. You couldn't just walk up to Sandy Koufax and get his autograph because that dude was making bank on the however few autographs he signs every single year. And Koufax started signing for Leaf a couple years ago. And granted, there would be 5, 10 Koufax autos, it seems like, throughout the whole product. But that was enough to keep his stuff a little bit more in check than it used to be. Jordan Lawler, numbered to 75, Arizona Diamondbacks. Ken Griffey Jr., not numbered. You have another gold coming here. Cade Horton for the Cubbies, numbered to 10. Chicago Cubs, Kelly. That's a sweet card. Great pitcher, too. We love when the gold's someone good, don't we? Reggie Jackson for the Yankees, numbered to 99. Followed up back to the Cubs. James Trianta's tie-dye to 25. Cubs, have yourself a box. And another Pedro color, numbered to 149. Shirley Condon. Ryan Johnson for the Angels, numbered to 125. First thing we've seen from the Angels all night. Nice box. We are halfway through. Make a decent time here. Still get to BS with you guys. Then I don't have a avalanche of stuff needing top or sorted, which makes me happy. What's the score on the football game, guys? Anything changed? Still 13-10 or whatever. Seventeen, 13. Thank you, Matt. Also, another interesting thing that I've seen a bit more pickup traction lately is the numbered stuff that's in our shop that's $2, $3, $4 that sometimes is pulling teeth to get rid of. A couple of these whatnot guys started running these as their whole format instead of just, the mystery slabs and all that crap after that got shut down. These guys are making a killing on it right now. But they're also doing it on eBay. They're putting these things up for $4 and $5 cards up for $12. People are just hitting the buy it now button. It's almost like if there's none of them out there, people are just as uninformed. And I'm starting to see a lot more sales on this stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be part of the wave of the future on this, is people trying to discount shop some of these cards, like the stuff that we're seeing tonight. the cards you say, hey, you know what? That's a $2 card or whatever. But it seems like people are putting these up, buy it now on eBay for $9 or $10 now, and they're moving. So kind of something to keep an eye on for me and you both, because if it becomes something where it's more lucrative, hey, you know what? Some of these good players will go straight to eBay rather than my usual mistake of letting them sit and rot in a box until they're irrelevant with some of these Bowman guys. Because God knows I'm good at that. Joey, that is like I said, that is what I love, sir. But it's not even the wall stuff; it's the pull out drawers. Not like the wall stuff is stuff that I generally I have to comp, and that's like one of those weird things. I was talking to someone who I buy that stuff from last night, and I'm like, generally, if if I go buy a lot from like the guy that I bought from, and it was $1,000, and there was 700 cards in there, if the card's not numbered, it says like a base rookie or a base prism or whatever, I throw it in the dollar box. They might be worth $2 or $3. They might be worth 49 cents. I don't know. I don't have time to price every one of them. And then you can say, you know what? Cards are numbered to 4.99. I'll throw in at $2. Cards are numbered to 1.99. I'll throw in at 3. And then it's like, okay, well now I've got a number to 49 card, not licensed. I can put it at 4 or 5 like that. Hey, I can put base autos at $5, whatever, of mid-tier players. But that's the stuff where people are like tripling their money on it. And I'm about, like I said, I'm about the hustle on people doing stuff like that, because I don't have enough hours in the day with my full-time job on top of this. But hearing it and hearing people doing well on it is exciting. Daryl Strawberry for the Mets, number to 99. I have not called the Mets for anything, and that card looks really, really nice. The white on the white uniform there. Please, Angel Acuna, the newest White Sox out there. David Ortiz, more Red Sox color to 99. There we go. Zebra Cam Smith. That is a hard one to hit. Houston, Anthony, that'll pay for your spot, I'm sure, sir. Grats. More not numbered King Griffey Jr. Bryce Rainier, numbered to 49, Detroit. Haven't really called Detroit for anything. That's a pretty one. Let me get these guys top loaded up. But yeah, if it's going on the walls, generally, even if I don't comp it every single week or every single month or whatever, I had to do at least homework and make sure it was worth going on the wall, because, you know, if it's on the front walls, it's got to be over at least like $12 or something for me to care. Or else it just goes in the, excuse me again, into the pull-out boxes. So, well, I mean, I had a couple cards in there. I took a just bath on. I had a before we stripped down the walls at New Year's, I had a Brandon Miller card on there. It was like a rookie to 149 or something optic. Nice card. And I had it in the on the wall at $30, which was the comp on when I bought the card from somebody. And I think I gave the dude like 25 cash for the card. I was like, I'll make $5 on it. Someone will want that card. Sat there, sat there, sat there. Last sale on the card was like $3.20 or some nonsense. I was like, well, that was brutal. I've already went through these. Yes. Triantos. Nick Kurtz, rookie, not numbered. Mr. Ripken. Mr. Filler card. James Tibbs for Boston. We're going to keep with the Boston gets every color. And then Walker Janik, Houston again. So Houston's having a box here. Prism Auto, not numbered, but nice card. Nice player. Braylon Payne from Milwaukee, numbered to 149. Pudge, not numbered. Christian Moore going to the Dodgers. Excuse me, the Angels. Number to 199. Saw Los Angeles and thinking the wrong team. Yeah, there you go, Anthony. Houston paying off here for you. Got a couple teams of Oakland for been like really quiet here. But we got 5 boxes left to turn that around. Yeah, I'm contemplating here in 2026 taking some of the cards, stuff like this, where it's just like, okay, maybe I should just go up on a eBay thing and let it sit there, and not even for bids. Just put up and buy it now. Let someone impulse buy it. I don't know. We'll think about it. Again, not enough hours in the day, but we'll see. I got to recover from Series 1 and stuff billing this week first. There you go, Anthony. You got your zebra. Ben, you did not miss anything crazy at all. Maybe a color card or two, but nothing nothing to write home about. It's been pretty chill. Flash box is a Houston box, and still more Boston color. Any heat so far, Corey? My favorite card has been this Albert Pujols to 10, and then we just hit the Cam Smith Zebra. So I hit a couple nice cards. A few cards that'll make people their spots back for sure. I'd still like to see some like Skeens ink or something here. You know, not asking for much, or at least Judge. I feel like if you said, "Hey, one Judge, Skeens, Wit," you know, there's a couple others there. They'd say, you know, if you did one of those per case, people would be happy. Got another tie dye coming up. A very tie dye heavy case. On to the next one. Connor Griffin's another one I think you could do as if there's one of him in a case you're happy. Violet, and that's our second Sung. No, that's our first one. Different Asian guy. Sung John Kim going to the Texas Rangers autograph to start us off. Because there he is on his base right there. There's a lot of Kims in this product. Boom. Charlie Condon to 25. Nice tie dye. Going to the Rockies. Colorado. And there's Christian Campbell to keep with the Boston theme here. There's the rookie patch. Buster Posey to the Giants to 149. First time we've called the Giants name tonight. J.D. Dix. Case hits Chandler Simpson number to 199. Crap, what is the case? Is it it's not Color Blast. Is it a color wheel on this one? But I don't know that they're guaranteed. Hey, there's Dylan Cruz, rookie number to 49. Washington. Randy, there we go. Randy's having a good box here. And Marcelo, because again, we're going to have every Boston color to 125. We're going to finish with a white for Yachty, St. Louis. Going to 99. And then the Angels with the Noah Schonel. Not numbered. I feel like there's a second case hit, but for the life of me, I do not remember. I was happy we got the color wheel when we did the Prism, because some of those color wheels, when this product's red hot, sell for damn half the price of a case. I'm cautiously excited about what happens to case hits with Topps, because I think that as downtowns go away and home fields become more relevant, prevalent, etc., in other sports, it's gonna come over to baseball, just like the helixes and stuff like that. Like, I think one of the last breaks we talked about how like the All Kings and stuff, for how much rarer they are, the downtowns, and hopefully people are noticing it. But I'm hoping that some of the stuff that we have sitting here, as in like all of us watching this break, starts to see a little bump there too. Definitely seeing a nice uptick on the 90s stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Now that Topps is relevant in basketball again and about to be relevant in football again, some of the stuff that we loved in the 90s is popular on the internet again. And it's not just PMGs. I was too poor for that as a child, so I never had them, so I guess it didn't really matter. But it's nice to see it. I'd like to open, I guess. All right. Box number 8 is in the books. Box number 9, I have got a mountain of top load cards here. I love Planetary Pursuit. I think that's such a good concept. I also think that collecting things like that, like rainbows of things that aren't impossible, is a nice touch. Because, like, obviously, building a rainbow is something that I've always wanted to do that I've never done, because I want to do it with someone relevant. I don't want to just be like, hey, I hit the one of one, the superfractor, and now I got to build the set, especially if I don't care who it is. But it would be really cool to do. But I think Planetary Pursuit say, hey, you know what? There's 5 of the rarest one or whatever. You've got chances for multiple people to build that rainbow. I am also very curious to see when the Otani bubble bursts. Maybe it never does. I don't know. Every day I'm more and more surprised by it. I have a Otani, I don't know, it's like the Sunshine or something card out of one of the blasters in the case right now. If it didn't sell, it was like, I think I get it at like $50 or something because it's a 10. That is a $3 card, and the last PSA 10 sold for like $130. It's like, dude, there is absolutely no justification for that. Like, these things are just, hey, you pull it out of a blaster, not numbered, not short print, nothing, just a card. Not even a pretty card at that, in my opinion. And people are paying that kind of number to be like, I have a Otani 10 that's not a base card. I think that's a very volatile part of the hobby right now, is investing on anything that's not rare for Otani. On to the next one. Chandler Simpson on the patch this time to 99 to go with your 2 autos. You have the whole little Chandler Simpson shrine here tonight, Jacob. Braden Montgomery for the White Sox to 199. Andrew Walters for Cleveland to 75 to George, because I have not called Cleveland for a damn thing tonight yet. Jordan Walters silver. That's cool. Justin, number to 49. There is a Pudge bat auto card. Going to the Marlins. Big fan of that. I don't know if you have Pudge yet, but if not, you do now, and that is a nice one. That's one of those cards you can't knock on. If oh, it's not licensed, that card's pretty. There you go, Justin. All right, Cobb was done. That was done. Jordan Lawler. Why am I stacking my regular stuff up here? Being stupid. There we go. Number to 125. Ozzie Smith for the Cardinals to 149. That nice color match. Manny to the Dodgers to 199. Haven't seen a Manny color yet. Another Red Sox color. Number to 49, Christian Campbell. And then White Sox, Edgar Caro auto. Not numbered, but the White Sox on the board here. Going to Randy. Chase Burns. And that will do it for that box, but that was a cool Pudge. Big fan. Justin, your investment was successful, sir. Got 3 boxes left. Let's pull us a Skeens, Witt, Judge, or one of the above that I was complaining about. It would have been interesting for Panini to do something like how they do the breakers to light with a product like this. Where it's just like, boom, here's all the color and here's the autos. I know, Matt. I think they got change. Some of these guys like him and Piazza and Randy Johnson and stuff, they got to change up every year. That way they're not on the same team every single checklist. Carlos Beltran, those guys. Or it's like, all right, what team's he gonna be on this year? I'd imagine the card companies probably enjoy that too. Gives them a little bit of options. Hell, you have that with Nolan Ryan. It's like, all right, what team's he gonna show up on? 3 to go. One nice thing though, Alyssa and I were talking about it yesterday, the day before. You notice with all the Panini uncertainty, we haven't been getting hit with all the Panini points anymore. I don't know if that's a hey, we don't know if or when or how we're going to redeem those type thing, but I'm very happy about that. Is that another zebra? Looks like I might have a second zebra in this case. Cannot confirm yet, but it definitely looks like it. Well, good luck. Let's find out. Acuna, Burris. Bryce Rainier for the Tigers going to Aaron. That is. Frank Thomas to the White Sox. That's cool. Randy. That's the epitome of color match for him. I like that. Glavin not numbered. Brock Porter for the Rangers. Going to Matt with to 125. Walker Janik, another Houston auto. This one's numbered to 35 though for you, Anthony. There you go. Chase Petty. Cincinnati's been pretty quiet tonight too. Brady House. Other autograph right off the board there. Going back to Detroit. Aaron was looking for him. Kevin McGonigal. There's your dude. His stuff is hot. There you go, Aaron. Got another stack here to go through real quick, but we've already hit all of our hits out of this box. Let me sleeve them up real quick. Didn't expect to see two zebras, but it's been a weird case with how many tie-dyes we had too. Of course, Aaron. Let's finish this stack off. Slade Caldwell. There's another patch, and this one's Dylan Cruz, Washington. There we go. And then Starlin Caba from Miami going to Justin to 49. And then there's a Max Muncy autograph for Oakland. All right. Never mind, we didn't get all the hits out of that box. Michael Young to 125, going to Texas. And there's another color for Marcelo Mayer to 75, going to Boston. Boston, you have got your stuff back $5 to $6 at a time on this easily. Yeah, Randy, we're still going, buddy. Dylan Cruz to 199. We got 2 boxes left after this. Had a lot of sleeving to do on this one. We've had a couple cool things, so I gotta make sure they're protected for y'all. Got 2 left, and we'll get the show on the road. I'll sort. If there's any football left, I'll watch it. If not, I'll see people complain about the Super Bowl. That was a fun box, right? Made a liar out of me, but we had some hits in that one. What do we got? 3 autos, 2 patches, a tie-dye in there? Take that all day. And that cruise patch is nice. Even if it's not numbered, it's a pretty card. Two to go. And then I will sort my mountain of cards. And then I'll start bothering you guys to fill up some Bowman draft here. Because I know you're not going to find it cheaper anywhere. I am confident in my pricing there. 31-20 Seattle. Thank you, Matt. Sam Darnold's going to make all the Vikings fans cry that we let a 14-win guy walk to go win 14 games somewhere else. And J.J. McCarthy. Not saying J.J. can't have a productive career in the NFL, but you definitely get game manager vibes there. I don't see electric. Grant, I don't see electric out of Sam Darnold either, but he's got some weapons. But you still got to look at that as a downgrade this year. Like, there's no excuse for some of those games that Justin Jefferson had this year, yardage-wise. Like, I'm pretty sure half of us could throw to him for more than 12 yards. Yeah, exactly. Alyssa's a Vikings fan, so I got to like kind of commiserate with her this year. And it was wild to me that they played ass football and had a winning record. Like, they were not a fun team to watch whatsoever. Yeah, they pulled some wins out, but just ugly football. Just not fun. I have become one of those people that, like, I will gamble on football every week so I have a reason to watch football and lose money every week. But that's a different story. But there's certain teams that are more fun to watch. As a Commanders fan, if Daniels is playing, they're fun to watch. If Daniels isn't playing, I really don't want to watch my team. But like the Lions are always fun to watch. You know, the Bills, the Buccaneers, even the Falcons, the Browns. I always think they always put on entertaining games. And there's teams like the Vikings. They're sometimes just like watching paint dry. Box 11. Good luck, guys. Alex Gordon. Hagen Smith for the White Sox. Right off the bat there. Noble Meyer for the Marlins, numbered to 199 for Justin. Yeah. Kalen Culpepper for Minnesota, another tie-dye. So, Twins. Blake Mitchell, numbered to 75 for Jordan. Cash Mayfield not numbered. Your Cards fans never fun. Dude, I feel for you. I don't remember a time in my life where the Cardinals were fun. Even like the Kurt Warner years and just never fun. And I love Larry Fitzgerald. He's one of my top 5 favorite players of all time. But if he wasn't making magic happen, they were not fun to watch. Number to 149, Jack Centurio. Someone made a joke the other day that the Cardinals are the team that just gets put out to lose at 4 o'clock football every week. And it feels real. Jacob Wilson, numbered to 99 for Oakland. Finally, some Oakland color back in here. Ramirez for Miami, not numbered. And then Austin Wells for the Yankees autograph. There you go, Landon. There's a Wells auto for you, sir. And then the Nationals, the Hanji Morales auto, excuse me, number to 125. Saw the auto and I spoke too soon there. The Brewers, the Craig Yoho auto, not numbered. There's another tie-dye, and it's another Hagen Smith. Numbered to 25, obviously, with the 3-color patch and a pinstripe. And that's actually a dope card. There's weird collation there. Kyle Teal going back to Chicago. 125. LaViolette. It's like almost like certain boxes have been hits for each team here. UPC Pat Tillman, yeah. Tillman is a weird PC, not in like, oh, you're weird for collecting them, but the value that his stuff has from like the whole like military community like that um is amazing that it's sustained like it has. Like his downtown and stuff is far higher than I thought it would ever stay at. I thought that was gonna be one of those cards that started high and came to reality, and it's always been high. Like I felt like so like Sean Taylor, obviously being a Redskins fan, I have that soft spot for him. But he was also really good on the field. So it was this kind of like he's probably one of the biggest what ifs in football history to me. What if that dude has a 15-year career? But Pat Tillman, not taken away from the guy by any means, but I feel like obviously his reputation, his backstory precedes him as a player by far. And I thought that was going to kind of come fall to earth. And I also thought that there was going to be Panini was going to cash in like hell on that of holy shit, Pat Tillman sells. And I'm surprised that they haven't. I figured there would be cut autographs of Pat Tillman and to sell national treasures and stuff like that every year, and it hasn't happened. Which, with how greedy these companies are, granted, will there be that in tops soon? Absolutely, I could 100% see that. I could 100% see people lose their mind for something like that. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's a definitely was a interesting case study there. Because I mean, look at Bo Jackson. We talked about him earlier. You remember his stuff was through the roof. Obviously, he's still alive, but he's gotten more and more irritable and nasty. For what I keep hearing, and so he's signing less and less, other than his own battle arena stuff. But his stuff calmed way down. I remember last box, guys. I remember when I bought my Bo Jackson auto, the first one that I had. I paid like $160 for a bad auto of his, and now it's like I can get a good one for two and change. Um, Granted, yes, he's still alive, so I know there's a huge difference between him and Pat Tillman. But like that bias of people with the popular to collect thing is kind of my thought on that. And like I hope that there are no more Pat Tillman, Sean Taylor, what if type guys here that we lose too soon. Because I don't want to see another one of these things of holy hell, let's cash in on this and let's get rich off a guy who died. Um, Jose Fernandez was that guy to me because even though I'm not a Marlins fan, he was fun to watch play. Maybe it was the cocaine, I don't know. But always enjoyed that dude. And I sold one of his autos for $16 a couple months ago. I'm like, what? But again, that's a hey, you know what? He's been gone long enough. People forget how good he was. Um, and then obviously I have autos of guys, the Tyler Skaggs, Jordan Venturas that are worth $3 and $4 now, and can't give the things away. Um, but it is what it is. I also wonder, like, behind the scenes, how many like these autographs and stuff they stockpile the guys waiting for them to pass away. Morbid, but definitely gotta be. And see, Matt, that's what's wild is Aaron Hernandez stuff does well because again, it's a weird niche, and it's not. Oh man, it's Aaron Hernandez greatest tight end or anything like that. It's people who have like the whole murder, obsession. His stuff sells. All right, last box. Good luck, guys. We got more pretty color coming up. Turbocharged Kumar Rocker, numbered to 10. Speaking of Matt Yu, there's a nice one for you, sir. That's exactly right. And like, especially you see Star Wars, that there's still, Princess Leia autos floating around. Hey, there's one of the big autos we're waiting on. Dylan Cruz, Washington. Randy, there you go, sir. Had to wait till the last box to get it for you, but we did. And then Ethan Salas for the San Diego Padres with the pinstripe there. Good last box so far. Blake Mitchell again. I think that's our third Blake Mitchell color. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how that goes or how all that kind of settles down. Um, no, it's exciting. I love collecting and love that, and I love some of the autos that I can't get anymore. I definitely am a sucker for those, but the chase is definitely wild. And seeing how many presidential autos they still pull out for like Heritage and stuff, and Ginter is wild to me. But I could say, you know what, take a celebrity who's in their 70s, 80s like that, get their stockpile their autographs while they're inexpensive, and say, hey, you know what, my 10-year plan is to wait for this guy to die, and I don't put it past any company, especially a company like Leaf. Cliff Lee for Philadelphia, number to 149. Braxton Ashcraft for Pittsburgh, number to 49. I also am genuinely curious. Rhett Lauder for Cincinnati, numbered to 75. And then another good autograph, Jordan Lauder for the Diamondbacks. Arizona there for Aaron. You say, oh, what happened, Randy? What'd I miss? Ryan Sandberg, number to 125. That's a perfect example. Guy like Sandberg. How many of his stickers did we, do you think they probably said, hey, you know what, you're sick? Seaver King to 199. And that will do the case. 31-26. Ooh. Making a game of it. Cool. Well, I can hop off here, watch the end of the game while I sort for you guys. Then I kind of got the munchies, but I know I forgot my wallet at home, so not eating. Find some crackers in here or something. That was a fun case. I think the Pujols was definitely my favorite card there, and obviously the Cruz was nice. Pudge was nice, but eh, I always love when these guys do something stupid to put themselves back into the game or potentially lose the game. Yeah, of course, Aaron. Um, the Indiana game the other Monday night, where hey, we've got them on on a 3 and out here, and let's go hit the quarterback 2 seconds later and give them the automatic first down, and that keeps them in the game. Stuff like that. So I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? That was fun. For as much as people ragged on this, that was a nice break. And let me do a recap real quick, and I will we'll get this sorted, or at least start getting it sorted because it's what, 9 o'clock. We got a lot of cards here, guys. Recap for sure, Anthony. All right. Some Tibbs. Some Janik. Braylon Payne. Christian Moore. Strawberry. Big Poppy. Cam Smith on the zebra. Rainier on the orange. Kate Horton to 10's beauty. Reggie Jackson. The Triantos tie-dye was a beauty. Sounds good, Landon. I'll see you this week, buddy. Sagano for Baltimore. Chandler Simpson base auto. There's the Bubba Chandler color patch, which is pretty. More Tibbs. The Ching Sung Ko, who I confused with the Rangers guy, thinking we hit the same guy twice, but we did not. That one's a Dodger. There's the Judge tie-dye, which is a beautiful card. Robert Ventura. Jackson Churio. Slade Caldwell 25. And then there's Sung Chi Chang as our other guy. There's Chandler Simpson on the color. Mo. Christian Campbell color. The Kellen Lindsay for the Dodgers. Mizorowski. There's the Kurtz color. The Drew Burris, which is nice. The one of two Darren Bakers in back-to-back boxes. Roman Anthony color. Honeycutt for Baltimore. Pujols on the white. Triantos on the tie-dye. The other Darren Baker. Austin Wells numbered to 5, which is the lowest number thing we hit in that case. The A-Rod auto in box 1. Ortiz, Pedro, Morlando for the Marlins. Cliff Lee. Jordan Lawler. Sandberg. Kumar Rocker to 10 for the Rangers. Ethan Salas. Jacob Wilson on the red. The Austin Wells autograph. Craig Yoho. The Hagen Smith tie-dye. That's a sick looking card. Really like that one. There's the other Hagen Smith that came in the same box. Then the other tie-dye on Culpepper. Cruz patch. The Max Muncy autograph. So the wrong Oakland player, but there's Frank Thomas on the other tie-dye. Excuse me, the other zebra. So he's saying tie-dye tonight. There's the Janik on the color. The McGonigal. Chandler Simpson. Montgomery. Christian Campbell on the orange. Quero. Song Jung Kim. There's the Condon on the tie-dye. Christian Campbell. Dylan Cruz. Yachty. Let's have Shawnell. And then we had the Dylan Cruz auto. We had the Pudge bad auto to 49. And we had the Pujols to 10. So congrats to all you guys who hit. That was a fun case. I had fun. Go sort. Go home. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.